Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Zarujarambe back again with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video we'll be taking on Stage 10 of the new Extreme Z Battle for the LR Fizz Bardock. So we'll be talking team builds and tactics for taking on the event, which is fairly difficult if you don't have the right team comps. So we'll talk about how you can get through all 10 stages and get all the rewards and awakening medals for the unit. We'll get to that here in a minute. But first, go ahead and check out those links in the description below to follow me on my social media pages, and also check out the link for the Discord chat and join the awesome community over there. If you're new to the channel or you haven't done so yet, consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date on future content like this. Drop a like on the video and comment down below if you have any questions or comments, or if you need additional help building teams or taking on the event. So, real quick, let's do a breakdown of the event itself. Of course, the legendary power link skill, which is pretty much on any of your LR units, will get additional attack buffs, and any terrifying conquer category units, which is the effective category, will have their damage reduced. So, excuse me, you can see here, there are only 10 stages for the event that give the awakening medals and the dragon stones as well as the grand kais, but the main thing is that for those 10 stages, they get fairly difficult fairly quick. And if you are, of course, familiar with these LR Extreme Z battles, you get 3 Dragon Stones per stage. So we still get the 30 Dragon Stones, we get 5 Grand Kais, and 45 Extreme Z Awakening medals, as well as some Hidden Potential Orbs. And then there's a mission for clearing Stage 7 once. You get 3 extra Dragon Stones, making it for a total of 33 Dragon Stones up for grabs from the event. And then real quick, let's take a look at the Terrifying Conquerors category, where you can see your 2 main lead units here, going to be the Strength Transforming Cooler or the LR Strength Turles. Both very viable units for taking on the event because they are type advantage with the Strength typing, of course, against the Fizz Bardock. And you also have some sub-lead units, the Tech Demon King Piccolo from the World Tournament, and a couple of other units that aren't too bad, but really I don't recommend bringing, the Tech Demon King Piccolo might be a good idea if you don't have the Turles, but any other of those sub-units probably not worth taking in. But definitely want to try to stick to the LR units on the team if possible, because again, they get the attack buff there, and if you have extreme strength type units, you'll be doing really well off. Of course, for the Terrifying Conquerors category, we don't have any super type units anyways, so they're going to be extreme type units, whichever you bring in. But again, if you have strength type units, bring them in. And one of the big things right now is the LR free-to-play Frieza, the first form Frieza here, with his Extreme Z Awakening available and everything like that. He is actually a very great unit for the event, so if you don't have Extreme Z Awakened, definitely grab him and bring him in. And of course, we've got some other units on the category for Terrifying Conquerors here, but definitely try to stick with those LRs if you have them. So let's go ahead and I'm going to hop over to Dokkan Battle, and I'll show you the team that I have used up to this point. So I actually was not lucky enough yet to pull the LR Strength Turles, so I do not have him as a main lead, but we do have some friend leads, and we'll take that in. And you can actually see that I have the Strength Cooler as my lead, because he gives quite a good buff to Terrifying Conquerors at attack and defense plus 170%, HP plus 130%. And you see the Turles gives the Terrifying Conquerors category key plus 4 HP attack and defense plus 130%, so not too bad there. Another option for your team, if you don't have any other options, and you have this Frieza Extreme Z Awakened, you can get the Extreme Class Key plus 4 HP attack and defense plus 90%. Not the greatest, but it is better than nothing. Not a bad idea if you need a decent leader skill. So real quick, of course, you can see I've got a lot of extreme strength type units, but the Piccolo, the Demon King Piccolo, the only reason I'm bringing him in is really for tanking, because he does have some stuff in his passive that has damage reduction, and I'm bringing in the Super Baby 2 for extra damage because he gets buffs against Pure Saiyan category units. So let's go ahead and let's take on the event. I do say that, getting up to this point, it did take me a few tries to get through some of the stages, especially when you get to Stage 7, it gets fairly difficult. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our Frieza here, the first form Frieza, We'll put him in the first slot, we'll put our full power Frieza in the second slot, and we'll keep the cooler on the last slot. So, again, just because they're not LR units does not mean that they will not be tanking. It just means they won't be doing as much damage. But if you check this Frieza out, if he crits, he does 6 million damage. That attack was 6 million damage, and this is stage 10. So I'm telling you, that free-to-play Easy A is definitely worth bringing in for this event. If you do not have him, get him grinded out before his event is gone. With his Extreme Z Awakening and everything, he is great for this event and some other ones. So you can see here his super attack, Bardock super attack, is going to deal a good chunk of damage even to units have type advantage and, of course, category on it. So try your best. If you anticipate any super attacks coming in, you want to try to put some extreme strength type units in the slot there. And you can see this Turles, the reason why he is really good to bring in on the event is because he has this active skill where he takes a bite of that Fruit of Might. So you get fruit from the Tree of Might, takes a bite of that, and then you get a massive buff, getting Ki plus. Basically, you get a maxed out Ultra Super attack and some other buffs there. So definitely a great thing to have there on having him on the team. Excuse me. Unfortunately, I don't have him, but we can go ahead and use that friend lead. I'm gonna go ahead and give the Mecha Frieza King Cold that, and then I'm grabbing all of those tech orbs because that Demon King Piccolo has that damage reduction with, I believe it's 5 or more orbs obtained, so not too bad. And let's see how much damage this Turles is going to do. If you do have that strength Turles, definitely not a bad idea to bring him in as the lead, or at least on your team. But again, I don't have him, so I'm just using the friend leader here. And there you go. So he did a good chunk of damage there, and you can see he's tanking a decent amount as well. And you've got the basically the Dokkan Battlefield, Mecha Frieza and King Cold not doing too bad there. The biggest thing is you want to make sure the unit that you bring in, any of the units you bring in, the deciding factor is going to be, can they tank well enough and do they do a decent amount of damage? Or one or the other. And if they have neither of those, you want to try to take them off the team. So try to gauge your team comp as you're going through the earlier stages and see which of your units are taking more damage and maybe not dealing so much, and try to swap them out with some other units. I'm betting money this first form Frieza will finish off the event here because he hits like a truck, especially when he crits. 4 million without the crit. And he didn't quite finish it, but our full power strength Frieza should be able to top it off here. There we go. Alright. So very nice there. Not too bad. And of course, that may look easier than it actually is because it took me a little bit of time to learn who to bring in, who to use to tank, who to use for, you know, getting all the orbs and super attacking, because these LR Extreme Z battles can be difficult sometimes. Hopefully you guys have a decent time taking on the event and you have the right kind of units. Again, if you're missing some of these units, doesn't mean the team has to look like this, but there are some other options. Again, just try to stick with your extreme strength type units if possible, because they will help to mitigate damage and also deal it a little bit. And then of course your LRs will deal the most damage there. But that's everything I've got for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you found some useful information. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, and again, comment down below. Let me know if you need additional help, and you can also hop over to that Discord chat. Again, links down in the description below, as well as my other social media pages over on the Discord chat. If you need any help like that, you can send a picture of your units in your box, and we can get some help over there for you to help build a team to take on the event all the way through Stage 10. If you're new to the channel, again, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on future content like this. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming by and checking out the video today. Best of luck taking on the event. We'll catch you on the next video. Signing out.